Hare Krishna, please accept my humble respects. Today I am going to speak about Lord Vishnu taking sannyas. Lord Vishnu entering the renounced order of monks' life. This is actually coming from Vishnu Sahasranama. I'll also be speaking about Srimad Bhagavatam. But before that, Lord Vishnu is the opulent God, right? The rich, opulent God who likes to, be lavish and, a lot of gold and a lot of food, a lot of flowers, all these things. That is the picture of Lord Vishnu. Whereas Lord Shiva is, he's a renunciant who doesn't do anything. He just goes in the burial ground and dances on the funeral pyre, and he takes the ashes after a funeral pyre and puts the bhasma all over his body, right? So it's Lord Shiva who is the renunciant, but it's Lord Vishnu who is the opulent. But in Vishnu Sahasranama, which is 1000 names of Lord Vishnu, it says Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sanyasa Kruchama Shanto Nishta Shanti Parayana. How come in Vishnu Sahasranama it mentions the word sannyasa? What is the deal with Lord Vishnu taking sannyas? What's going on? Think about it. Lord Vishnu taking sannyas, what's going on? I'll give you a word for word translation on this sloka from Vishnu Sahasranama. I'm reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, 3rd chapter, 49th sloka. Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sanyasa Kruchama Shanto Nishta Shanti Parayana. Suvarna of gold, Varna having the color, Hemanga whose body is like molten gold, Varanga having a most beautiful body, Chandanangadi ones whose body is smeared with sandalwood, Sanyasa Krut practicing the renounced order of life, Sanyasa Krut practicing the renounced order of life, Sama equipoised, Santa peaceful, Nishta devotion, Santi peace, Parayana the highest resort. In his early pastimes, Krishna appears as a householder with a golden complexion. Krishna's limbs are beautiful. His body is smeared with the pulp of sandalwood, seems like molten gold. In his later pastimes, Krishna, Lord Vishnu, accepts the sannyasa order. He is equipoised and peaceful. He is the highest abode of peace and devotion, for he silences the impersonalist non-devotees. So the sloka in Vishnu Sahasranama about God taking sannyas, Lord Vishnu taking sannyas, is a direct reference to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who incarnated himself in Nadia province of West Bengal in 1492 on the holy day. And the same clues are also provided in Srimad Bhagavatam. The misfortune of India, the misfortune of Hinduism is we take all the false gods to be gods. We lose our distinction between Guru and God. And practically anybody who speaks anything with sense, they make them to be God. Maybe they'll make me a God too. Please, I'm not God. I'm an Amsa of God. You are not God. You're an Amsa of God. Sai Babaji is an Amsa of God. Srila Prabhupada is an Amsa of God. All the great gurus are Amsas of God. They cannot be equal to God. Anyway, back to Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangapanga Astra Parshadam Yagnehi Sankirtana Prayehi Yajantahi Ejanti hi sumedasa. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd sloka. This is spoken by Garga Muni, who is explaining the different incarnations of God in different yugas. And specifically in Kali Yuga, he says, Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sanga Pango Astra Parshadam Yagnehi Sankirtana Prayayi Yajantehi Sumedasa. Krishna Varnam. Repeating the syllables Krishna. Tvisha with a luster. Akrishnam, not black. We understand this to be golden. Sa Anga, along with associates. Upanga, servitors. Astra Parshadam, weapons and confidential companions. Yagnehi Sankirtana Prayahi, by sacrifice, Sankirtana Praya, consisting chiefly of congregational chanting. Yajantehi, they worship. He, certainly. Sumedasa, the intelligent persons. Translation is, in the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting, Sankirtana, to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. You should read Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd sloka, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, chapter 3, verse 52 also. So, Srila Jiva Goswami explained that this verse has explained this verse in his commentary on the Bhagavatam known as Krama Sandarbha, wherein he says that Lord Krishna appears with a golden complexion. That golden Lord Krishna is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is worshipped by intelligent men in this Kali Yuga. So we are all intelligent. We should worship Lord Chaitanya. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam by Garga Muni, who said that although the Krishna was blackish, he also appears in three other colors: red, white, and yellow. He exhibited his red and white complexions in the Satya and Treta Yuga. Actually, white in Satya Yuga, red in Treta Yuga. He did not exhibit the remaining color yellow gold until he appeared as Lord Chaitanya, who is known as Gaurahari. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that Krishna Varnam means Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Varnam and Krishna Chaitanya are equivalent. The name Krishna appears with both Lord Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and Lord Krishna Chaitanya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna Chaitanya, is the supreme personality of Godhead. But he always engages in describing Krishna and thus enjoying transcendental bliss by chanting and remembering his name and form. Lord Krishna himself appears as Lord Chaitanya to preach the highest gospel. Varnayati means utters or describes. Lord Krishna always chants the holy name of Krishna and describe it also. And because he is Krishna himself, whoever meets him will automatically chant the holy name of Krishna and later describe it to others. He injects one with transcendental Krishna consciousness, which merges the chanter in transcendental bliss. In all respects, therefore, he appears before everyone as Krishna, either by personality or by sound. Simply by seeing Lord Chaitanya, one at once remembers Lord Krishna. One may therefore accept him as Vishnu Tattva. In other words, Lord Chaitanya is Lord Krishna himself. Sangapango Astra Parshadam further indicates that Lord Chaitanya is Lord Krishna. His body is always decorated with ornaments of sandalwood and with sandalwood paste. By his super excellent beauty, he subdues all the people of the age. In other descents, the Lord sometimes used weapons to defeat the demonic, but in this age, the Lord subdues them with his all-attractive figure as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Jiva Goswami explains that his beauty is his astra or weapon, or to subdue the demons. Because he is all attractive, it is to be understood that all the demigods lived with him as his companions. His acts were uncommon and his associates wonderful. When he propagated the Sankirtana movement, he attracted great scholars and acharyas. especially in Bengal and Orissa. So in ISKCON, we should preach very nicely in a scholarly way to attract all the classy people, the scholars and the acharyas into following the fold of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya is always accompanied by his best associates like Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu and Srivas Thakur. Srila Jiva Goswami cites a verse from the Vedic literature that says that there is no necessity for performing sacrificial demonstrations or ceremonial functions. He comments that instead of engaging in external pompous exhibitions, all people, regardless of caste, color or creed, can assemble together and chant Hare Krishna to worship Lord Chaitanya. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam indicates that prominence should be given to the name Lord Krishna. Lord Chaitanya taught Krishna consciousness and chanted the name of Krishna. Therefore, to worship Lord Chaitanya, everyone should together chant the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. To propagate worship in churches, temples or mosques is not possible because people have lost interest in that. But anywhere and everywhere, people can chant Hare Krishna. Thus, worshipping Lord Chaitanya, they can perform the highest perfection and fulfill the highest religious purpose of satisfying the Supreme Lord. Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, a famous disciple of Lord Chaitanya, said, "The principle of transcendental devotional service having been lost, Sri Krishna Chaitanya appeared to deliver again the process of devotion. He is so kind that he is distributing love of Krishna." We all have been to Tirumala, Tirupati, Lord Venkateshwara. We, to pay our obeisances, to have fun of Lord Venkateshwara. But how many of us are trying to develop our love of God, love of Bhagavad Gita, love of scriptures, love of Srimad Bhagavatam? Everyone should be attracted more and more to his lotus feet, as humming bees are attracted to a lotus flower. The incarnation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described in Vishnu Sahasranama. Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangati Sanyasa Krutyama Shanta Nishta Shanti Parayana. So, this is the secret behind Lord Vishnu taking up sannyas. Actually, the reason he took up sannyas, he doesn't need to take sannyas. The reason he took up sannyas is that when in India traditionally the monks were getting more respect, and so when Lord Chaitanya, when he was trying to preach as Nimai Pandit or Visvambar, people were not listening to him that much. So that's the reason he became a sannyasi, so that people will respect him more and so that they'll listen to him more. That is the reason why Lord Vishnu has taken sannyasa. Now, the interesting thing is, even though Lord Vishnu has taken sannyasa in his avatar as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he still had a close relationship with his family, his mother. So, ISKCON devotees should be very, very friendly with all their families, and this is a fatal flaw which many ISKCON devotees make. Thank you. Hare Krishna.